Behind me is the San Francisco State women's softball team led by second-year head coach Alicia Reid. The women's softball team currently has a record of 37-16 and ended the season on an 8-game win streak. They're looking to take that momentum into the CCAA championship play. Alicia Reid was named head coach last June and finished her first season with a record of 24-31. A dramatic change in team success this year, reaching 30-plus wins due to Coach Reid's emphasis on changing the culture.
We have 11 freshmen this year, so we were a really young team coming into this season and kind of just changing the culture, changing the mindset of implementing my style of system of play that the returners at least got a piece of last year, but starting kind of fresh with half our team being new this year, we're really focusing on the mental side of the game.
Reid spent 5 seasons as an assistant coach at Humboldt State before taking the helm at San Francisco State. During her tenure in Humboldt, 3 appearances to the D2 championships provided her with ample experience to prepare her players for postseason play. Assistant coach Haley Moran Rowan is in her first year at San Francisco State. It has been a learning experience for her thus far, and she's garnered a special relationship with the team. Playing collegiate softball at the University of Pacific, under Coach Brian Colze, she transferred his philosophies of being personable with each player during the season.
I always do my best to make them feel like, hey, you know what, like, you're a person first and an athlete second to me. Like, I care about you, like, hey, so they feel comfortable enough to be like, hey, like, I need extra time to eat, or like, I'm really not feeling hitting today, can we do this another day? And I'm like, yeah, like, and then like later I'll check in with them, be like, how's your day going? Like, what was going on earlier? Can I help you with anything?
The Women Gators softball team is no stranger to first-timers as they started the season with 11 freshmen. 2 huge contributors for the team are utility player Brylynn Vallejos and catcher Sydney Jenkins. Brylynn has a historic season in the making, being named CCAA Freshman of the Year and All CCAA First Team.
I just think of one word. I don't really like to think a lot, because then when you get to thinking, that's when like everything kind of goes downhill. And I just say attack, because I just want to attack the ball every time. And so I kind of just like to look at their pitches, because then it helps me pick if they know my weakness or not.
During the first game of a doubleheader in the series against Cal State East Bay, Brylynn broke the single-season hit record at the bottom of the third with 84 hits. Brylynn added to her newly acquired record and finished the season with 88 hits.
My teammates are very supportive. They were always telling me like how close I was, and I try not to look at it because I just didn't want to like let that scare me or like let it get to my head.
Freshman counterpart Sydney Jenkins has started 50 games in her own right. She leads the team in caught stolen bases by a catcher and makes an impact on their opposition's ability to steal a base.
Honestly, I treat every throwdown as a game, kind of like a competition. Like, I'm holding myself to this standard to get the ball as fast as I can down to second. I'm ready every pitch because you never know when they're gonna go. And my coaches help me out a lot too, like telling me what counts are a good time for the other team to go. So I always have that extra moment that she gives me to think they might be going this pitch, so that's helped too.
The contribution by the young players has been great, but no team is complete without veteran leadership. Utility player Michelle Castro continued her strong play from last season after winning Newcomer of the Year and was named to the All-CCAA second team. Michelle has took responsibility to help her freshman teammates adjust to collegiate play.
Having that leadership role, I think just working together as a team, if they need help, comfort them, tell them what to do.
Improving their defense was a focal point for the team under Coach Reid. The pitching of senior Carla Soto has been crucial as she finished the season with a record of 17-4. Carla's teammates have recognized the impact of her pitching this season.
Carla's impact, she keeps us in ball games, she can take us out from bases loaded, she can pitch in those stressful innings, and us as defense, we know that she's gonna get us out of it.
The women Gators have shown major growth throughout this season. The coaching staff and players have high expectations for themselves heading into the postseason.
Each game is an opportunity to win and take that next step, and the team across from you is in your way of your goal. And so really the game's never over until that final out, and what you did yesterday or in a previous game against the same team really doesn't matter because they're going to come out that next day ready to take your spot.